here in Brookhaven. I'm very poor, but I had a brilliant idea. I'm seriously thinking about coming to my friend's house because there's a basement there. If I go right through this door, I'll have access to his house's gate, and then I'll finally be able to live in peace. So I'm arriving here to talk to Big, but I have to go there secretly. And now he showed up at the door. Big, when are you going to leave your house? I want to know that so I can keep watch over your house. He said, in a little while I'm going to the market. Okay, you can leave it to me. I'm going to stay at my house watching your house to guarantee the security. So he understood that. Great. I'm going back home, and I'm watching Big's house to see when he's going to leave here. Okay, a few hours have passed, and he still hasn't left there. I don't know exactly when he's going to leave, but I'm still waiting. I'm looking at the window, and he's going there, and finally he's going to drive his car. Great. He's going to the market, and now I'll finally be able to invade his house. All of this is going to work. There's absolutely no way anything can go wrong. But what is Bob's cousin doing here in front? I didn't know he was in this house, and apparently he's playing. Somehow, I'm going to have to come here, but Bob's cousin is just terrible at playing these games. Dude, I've never seen a person playing this so badly. While he's distracted, I'm coming here to the front. He still hasn't even noticed that I'm exactly here, which is very weird. How did he not notice that? And by the way, how am I going to get into this room? But he turned off the television. And what is he going to do? Okay, I have to get out of here now because he's coming here to the front. But luckily, he didn't go upstairs, and now he threw the ball exactly there. But I doubt he's going to make it. It's simply impossible to make that shot. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going down here, and I'm going to enter very carefully into this room. But now Big is already coming back. Okay, I have to come here now because Big just got back, and now he's parking his car in the garage. A lot of cars must fit here, and now he's going to watch television, and I'm exactly in this room. It's very weird that they didn't even see me here. I wonder how long I'm going to stay in the basement until they realize that I'm here, but probably it's going to take a long time. Okay, now I want to watch television. Now I'm finally turning this on, and the news is showing up. I want to see what the news of the day are. He said, someone is invading houses at night, so always lock your houses. Okay, that's very weird. It even seems like he's talking about me, and now Big came here, and he locked his house, because he's also watching a TV program. Dude, that's very weird. I can see that they're talking about me. That means there's another person who's also invading houses. But now I have to see where I'm going to sleep. This looks like a complete house. We have the television room, there's the laundry room, but there's no bed. Okay, I have to go upstairs here. But I can't go in here because Big is watching television. He didn't even notice this, but Bob's cousin is trapped here. He's completely trapped because Big locked his house. But now Bob's cousin is coming in through the garage. Okay, he really is a genius. He said, you locked me out of the house. Open the door for me. I wonder what he's doing. And now he left here, and he just got to the back door. Even Big came right here. Okay, that didn't make much sense. He went into the house just to go into the house again. I thought Bob's cousin was smart, but I was wrong. Now I'm going to turn on the television to see even more about the guy who's invading houses. But why am I without electricity now? Actually, his whole house is without electricity. I didn't know he did that every time he went to sleep. He shouldn't be doing that. I can't believe he does that to save money. And even Bob's cousin is sleeping here. The rules in Big's house are simply absurd. I took this tablet to do some shopping because I want this to be the best room of all. And after a few minutes, there's already a truck coming here to deliver. Great. Finally, he's here. And now I'm going to have to go up here to get the products. Okay, I'm going to leave through the garage. I hope he doesn't suspect anything. Dude, do you have my products? He said, yes. But why did you order in the middle of the night? It's because I sleep during the day, and at night, I simply work. That's exactly what happens. For some reason, he's happy. He said, I do that too. We're vampires. Yeah, that's true. And now he went to get the boxes. I have to lie to him so he doesn't find out the truth. Great, I got this. He went there to get the other boxes. There are many boxes here that I ended up buying to put in Big's house basement. And great, I'm taking the last box here. I really bought a lot of stuff, and now this truck just left here. I'm finally going to start building the perfect room, but I'm getting a call from Big. He said, starting today, I don't say 67 anymore. Okay, that's very good. But now I finally left the call. I can't believe he called in the middle of the night to say something like that. Big is the craziest guy I've ever met. Okay, I'm messing with the light here so that it comes back, because I can't stay without electricity down here. Great, this is much better. Now I'm going to start taking these boxes to build the best basement of all here. Okay, this is starting to get very interesting. I also put this video game and even this rug. This is starting to look really cool, but now it finally got daytime, and along with that, the house lights were turned on too. I don't understand why he turns off the lights of his whole house every time it gets nighttime. It would make much more sense if he only turned off the lamps, but he turns off all the electricity, and he's preparing his breakfast. I want to see what there is in my breakfast, so I'm arriving exactly here, and I opened this, but there's nothing here. Okay, this definitely isn't very good. I thought there really would be some food here, so I'm closing this thing. There's simply nothing. And now I'm watching the news, but for some reason, this house is full of police tape. From what I'm understanding, something horrible happened there. He said, this house was invaded yesterday. If you see this guy, let me know. Okay, I can't believe this, but now the footage of the guy who just robbed the house is showing. He really went in there without thinking twice. And if I see this guy, I'm going to report him to the police. But I don't think it's going to be easy to find him. From the footage I saw, he's a very intelligent criminal. And now he's eating this sandwich. And now even Bob's cousin cousin arrived right here. This sandwich looks very good. I'm starting to get really hungry. I need food urgently, so I'm going upstairs here, but I can't reveal that I'm here in the basement of the house. But from what I can see, there are no people here in front, so I'm leaving here, and I'm simply going to knock on their door. Great, I arrived right here. I'm knocking here on the door. Now I'm being answered. I really want to have breakfast. Can I come into the house? He said, of course you can. The house is ours. But now Big arrived here, and he isn't happy with Bob's cousin. He said, you can't invite people to my house. But he turned in my direction and said, but you can come in because you're my friend. Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm coming into the house. I really want a sandwich. I'm really very hungry. So he's getting the sandwich. He said, there isn't any sandwich. There's only lunch. Okay, that's fine. I'll accept anything. So he's bringing here the plate of food that now he put on the table. I'm already eating this. Okay, this is better than I thought. This must be one of the best foods I've ever eaten. That's good because yesterday I didn't have dinner, so having lunch for breakfast might not be so crazy. So a few minutes passed. Okay, I finished this, and I want to see what the two of them are watching. And they're watching news about this thief. Dude, I've never seen him before, but he looks really bizarre. But how are they filming him like that? He said, there must be helicopters following him. That's true, because while he's down here, there's a helicopter following him. That's the way he's being chased, but he's passing very close to our house, and that's way too scary. I'm coming here to see him, and he just passed here in front, and a police officer just passed here too. The biggest chase of all is happening, and now I'm really sure that he's going to jail. Okay, now I'm coming back here, and now Bob's cousin is coming back here behind. It's good that they're leaving here, because soon I'll be able to go back to the basement where I was hiding, and Bob's cousin came right here. He's in the treehouse. That would also be a great place for me to live if I wasn't in the basement, and Big is coming here to the front. Apparently, he's coming here to the backyard because he wants to go to the pool, and now I can finally go down here. I couldn't stand waiting any longer to come down here, and I want to change this house even more. But before that, I'm coming up here, and without them noticing, I'm going to go up to their room. Great! I'm getting here very carefully so Bob's cousin doesn't hear this. They can't know that I'm coming here. But first, I'm going to get some of Bob's cousin's clothes. Great, now I'm getting them here, and now I look like a clown. Dude, why does he have these clothes? I looked at all of his clothes, and he only has weird clothes. Okay, now I'm coming here to the bathroom to remove my beard. Okay, now I look a little better, but I don't look perfect. I hope there's something cool in Big's room. He must have some interesting clothes, so I'm going to have to check here. So I'm checking all the possible clothes. But now this thief is coming right here. That's terrible. And for some reason, he's passing near our house, and he's going to leave his car right here. And this garage was completely closed. And now this police officer is coming up here. That's terrible, because he didn't know where this thief went, but I simply saw where he went. That's scary. Wait, what is this? He's right here in front watching me. He said, your house looks much better. Dude, I'll call the police if you step into my house. As long as you stay in that house, I simply don't care. After all, I don't even know whose house this is. I hope he understood that, but he took out a gun. Okay, that's terrible. I'm crouching so he doesn't hit me. This guy is completely crazy. Okay, I have to come here, and now I'm calling the police. Finally, he's arriving here, and he's going directly to the orange house to arrest this thief. But there's a giant closet here. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm here, and I'm simply going to change my avatar again. I need clothes that are a little more serious. Okay, this here is better than nothing. Really, this is very interesting, but now it's time for me to leave here, and Big is passing here, and even Bob's cousin passed here. They want to watch television. Great, they're finally turning it on. I want to see the news that's showing about everything that's happening. I hope he managed to arrest this thief. He said, we found his car because of an anonymous tip, but he disappeared. Dude, whoever did that is definitely a hero. He said, whoever reported him, the thief is going to want revenge. I don't think so, but now he's looking at me. He said, think about it, you're a thief, and someone reported you. Would you be happy? Definitely, I wouldn't be happy, and maybe I would seek revenge. But what you're saying really is true. Unfortunately, he's right, but now I'm really very scared. I really don't know if my friends are safe in this house. Now the thief is looking for me. He said, want to play? I'm good at it. Okay, let's play a little. Are we seriously both playing chess? I didn't even know you could do that in this video game. This is actually pretty cool, but now it's nighttime, but I'm already tired of playing. I'm starting to let Bob's cousin win so I can finally stop the game. I can't stand playing this anymore. Now he stood up and he said, I beat you. He only beat me because I let him. I couldn't stand playing that anymore. But now I'm coming here to have dinner. Tell me what's for dinner. He said, we had green apple for dinner because according to Bob, it's good for growing. I think that's a lie. He said, it's true. I'll call him so you can see. Okay, he's calling Bob. Even I want to see what Bob is going to say this time. I'm almost sure he doesn't know what he's talking about. He said, it's true. Toxic green apple makes you taller. By any chance, is this apple toxic? And you can see that he disagreed. So you are wrong. But Bob, that mask you're wearing isn't very good. It makes you look like an alien. He said, it's necessary to wear it, otherwise this is going to harm my health. Okay, then put on that gas mask right now. You really can't stay without it. And now he finally put it back on. That's very good. And now they're going to sleep. Big came to his room, and Bob's cousin is coming here to his room, which is the best of all. This is the coolest room of all, because it has a lot of things in it. But unfortunately, he turned off the electricity of the whole house. Literally, there's no more electricity, and all the products that are in the refrigerator are going to spoil. Big doesn't know what he's doing. But now now I'm going down there back to my house. They have no idea that I live here. Okay, I'm coming here. Finally, I'm back here in my room. Wait, but what is this? This guy is exactly here, and now he's getting closer. I wasn't the one who reported you. So finally, he dropped that item. He said, prove that it wasn't you. Okay, but how can I prove something like that? That's practically impossible. And now he's sitting here on the couch. Dude, what are you doing there? He said, you're going to let me live down here. And why aren't you turning on the TV? Okay, I'll let you live down here as long as you don't go upstairs. And the TV isn't turning on because there's no power. It's really very simple. But he stood up here. He said, then turn on the power. I don't have time to waste. Okay, you can leave it to me. I'll fix this. I'm coming here to turn on the light, but I have a perfect chance to call the police and report that he's here. But I don't know if they would help me. My friends are in this house, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to obey everything he asks. The house power is exactly here. I don't know which of these buttons is the one for the house basement. I'm going to press the first button to see what it does. And it turned on the electricity of the whole house. Okay, now I'm going to turn that off. I think I understood this. The first button turns on everything. Now the second, third, and fourth buttons turn on each floor of the house. This must be the second floor. This must be the first floor. And this must be the basement. Okay, I just pulled the lever. And really, the light here came back on. Okay, this is impressive. I can't believe that worked. And now I'll have electricity forever. The bad side is that there will be a thief here forever. But I'm watching television with him. I want to know everything that's happening here. He said, it's only a matter of time until they arrest the thief. Unfortunately, I don't think so. This guy is very safe down here. But now he came to sleep. Is he seriously sleeping without thinking twice? I can simply call the police, but now I'm way too scared because when he found me, he was very angry, but now he simply doesn't care about anything. It's time for me to finally call the police. I'm just going to wait for him to really fall asleep. Great! It looks like now he's really sleeping, and I'm going upstairs here very carefully without him noticing. I'm going to have to call the police so they can finally arrest him. Great! I got here, and now I'm finally calling the police, and now they're really coming here. Dude, he got here way too fast. I didn't even have time to leave here. Look, I'm the one who called you. I need you to follow me, because the thief is right here. He's exactly in the basement, and unbelievably, he's still sleeping, and the police officer went down exactly here. He said, put your hands up, you're under arrest now. Finally, he was arrested, and he's being taken here to the police station. But now it's better for me to leave here and simply go back to my simpler house. I hate this house, but I don't have money to buy a better house. Now it finally got daytime, and the two of them are watching television. The news about what happened is showing. Now the whole island is going to know that guy was arrested, which is simply incredible. He said, the biggest thief was arrested because of an anonymous tip. Whoever did that must be an incredible person, and now it's showing where he was hiding. He was here in Big's house that whole time, which is really very weird. He said, I can't believe he was living here that whole time, and I didn't know. Really, that thief is very weird, but we're still watching the news here. It seems they still haven't finished talking. He said, whoever reported him will receive a lot of money. Okay, I can't believe that. And after a few days, I got this incredible house. This is much better than it looks. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, you just have to become a channel member, and I'll add you on Roblox.